Hi, we are grammar school in Czech Republic in České Budějovice, next Germany and Austria. Thanks. You can see also in our presentation yeah. And this is building of our school. Nice pink school. Historical. So, can we start or? So we appreciate that we can say you something about spring food in Czech Republic.
Well, we have presentation about spring food, junk food, and spare money. My name is Simona, and this is Eva.
Eggs, different kinds of herbs, white poultry meat, lamb or veal have become an integral part of the typical Czech menu of spring. People are also used to eating many varieties of vegetable salads in this time. Many of them even grow organic organic vegetable in their gardens. And recently, a rediscovered asparagus has become a favorite in the Czech Republic.
But there are also those people who do not care about healthy nourishment and prefer to purchase unhealthy fatty food, such as hamburgers, French fries, or other cheap junky food. And you are maybe asking what the reason is, but it's simple. It's sparing money, particularly on food. Is it the same in your country?
It's the same in our country. For what?
Can I ask you? Can I ask you if is it the same in your country if people spare money on food too?
Spend money on what was the last part there? I'm sorry.
On food, sparing money on food.
Yeah, our food prices have. We used to do a video conference, and Mary might can remember. We used to do a video conference on cost of food, and our food costs are just skyrocketing. I think milk has gone up 50 or 60 cents a gallon in the last week or so. It's supposed to go up another $1. And food prices here in the United States have gone tremendously high. And what's also happening is the size is shrinking and the prices are going up. What used to be a gallon is now like 1.7 liters, a little less than a gallon. So their price is going one way and the size is going the other.
Okay. I will pass the microphone to next presentation.
Thank you.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you fine. Could you maybe focus break the camera now?
Hi, my name is Eve and I'm going to tell you something about Czech cuisine. The Czech Republic has a big choice out of fish, vegetable and fruits. And because of that, our diet is really variety. In the morning, we eat a small snack, bread or yogurt, and we usually drink tea no matter what season it is. For lunch, a soup is usually served, and then the main meal follows. After that, it is usual to serve a delicious dessert. For example, apple strudel is one of the most common ones. It's that. Do you know it?
What were those, Eve?
Do you know it? It's apple strudel.
Apple strudel, yeah. We know that.
Yeah, it's our typical dessert. And what do we eat in the evening? Well, nothing special. Some families eat up the leftovers from the lunch, or just something light. Vegetable salads have been becoming more and more popular in our country. And of course, our country is famous for one beverage. It's beer. And it's there in the camera. You must know Budweiser beer. And do you know which place does the Czech Republic has in drinking beer?
No, what?
Actually, we are on the top of the chart of European countries, of course. And one of typical dishes are fried potato pancakes called smunda. And what's that? It's this one. My colleague will show you. And it looks like an omelette made from potatoes. And what's more, it's fast, cheap, and delicious. Its preparation is really simple. Well, stir grated potatoes with an egg, flour. Stir grated potatoes with an egg, flour, spice, that's salt, garlic, which is very important. Then use milk to make a mixture from all these ingredients. And then spill a ladeful on the red hot oil and fry it on both sides. And you can serve it still hot, or you can eat it cold. And that's all from me. And another one is Barbara.
Do you want? Do you want to ask for about something?
Yeah, I had a question on the alcohol. In the Czech Republic, how old do you have to be to drink?
We can drink from alcohol from 18 years.
Okay. And
But it is usual in our country to break the law.
Would it be common to serve beer as a drink in the family to people under the age of 18?
Yes, it is. It is in many families.
Let me tell you something interesting, Michael, because once I talked to a doctor who treats people or who cures people or children who suffer from leukemia and from other cancers. And do you know what? In Prague, in one hospital, the children who undergo chemotherapy, so they are served 1 deciliter of Pilsner beer, because it contains a lot of very useful vitamins, etc. You are laughing, aren't you?
I'm just astonished. That's amazing. It's amazing what you can learn when you talk to people. That's very much different than here in the States. We're going through some problems with some other legalizations, but that's very interesting to know. I didn't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. And we're also being joined by the a school in Kiev as well. The last school joined us. So go ahead, Czech Republic, and complete yours, please.
So hello, my name is Barbara, and I will be talk about Easter lamb. Yes, it is. This is the Easter lamb, and
you can find the roots of Easter lamb's origin in history. In fact, sweet lamb is a kind of pastry. Its dough is full of raisins, nuts, and dried orange skin. At first, we pour this mixture into the prepared lamb-shaped mold. Then we bake it in the oven at 180 degrees. Finally, we coat this cake with melted chocolate, milk or dark or white, and then we decorate it with candies. We can use as well the raisins as ice and as snows, and then we tie a bow around the lamb's neck. Yes, that's in the picture. He's having he's decorated with a bow. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Are you doing something like this? Do you all normally do some pastry like this?
I've never seen that. The closest thing I've seen is there is a cake in Louisiana, and I was listening to a radio station last week. It's called King Cake, and but they make it in a form of baby Jesus, and then they put, or they'll make it in the form of like a king, and they put a little baby, not a real baby, but a little token inside of it, and then the person that would get that in their cake would actually get to serve for the next year's dinner deal. So it's a pretty ornate cake like that they do during Lent, but I've never seen that on the lamb. We have a large amount of Texas that raise lambs, but they're a little bit west of us, and most of the people, especially in the southern part of the United States, do not really eat lamb. That's kind of something I found out as I moved from north to the south here.
That's our special Easter food, and also bunny. Have you ever seen a chocolate bunny or something like this?
Chocolate bunnies are very popular here. I don't know about other parts. We might want to go around and ask. Mary, do you guys eat much lamb or chocolate candies like that?
So do we eat lamb? Yeah, we eat like the real lamb. They have lamb chops, stewed lamb. Yeah, the real lamb. Yeah, we got that.
How about chocolate bunnies?
Yeah, someone had a question earlier on. Yeah, go ahead.
Why it's the shape of the lamb?
Yeah, why is it in the shape of the lamb? Is there a special meaning to it?
I'm not sure, but it's mean like a baby, because on spring they are reborn of babies and something like this.
Yeah, I think they're talking about like rebirth. I don't know what the legs were, but the loin of something may be it. We appreciate that, Czech Republic, and I believe now we go to Moscow.
Excuse me, but that's not end.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We have lots of many informations.
Okay, good. Go ahead. I'll go back.
Hi, my name is Margaret, and I will tell you something about what the Czech people ate in the past. The difference between the present and the past in celebrating Easter is, for example, in the quantity of food which is consumed. Today, people think that they should eat a lot and pick from thousands of dishes. Originally, people cooked just few simple dishes, as most of them were poor. And so the main Easter dish was a special stuffing made from many kinds of meat and chopped nettles. This dish is called lavichka. This picture. And I can't forget about another Easter dish coming from the past. It's called Yidash. In English, it is Judas. Judas, excuse me. Ne, to dole, to. The one who betrayed Jesus. You can guess what it is. It looks like a snake, a spiral made from dough. The other one is called mazanec. Actually, a hot cross bun, which is here in the Czech Republic quite bigger than in the UK. At the last, but not at least, the most specific pastry of Easter is the Easter lamb we have already spoken about. So that's all. Do you have any questions?
Anyone have any questions? Okay. Go ahead with your next one then, please.
Hi, we are going to tell you something about Lent. It's tradition in our country. Lent is the 40 days period of fasting before Easter. It's one of the oldest Christian traditions. Lent is a time when people used to eat mostly plant products, only meat, not. Some people ate only one meal a day, others didn't eat until mid-afternoon. But in lots of places, people used to abstain until until evening. The time of Lent is different in each places.
The most common dishes were mostly mushy peas, groats, and porridge. People also used to eat fresh herbs, like fresh leaves of spinach or dandelion. There weren't many things to eat in spring in the past. But Lent was a time of prayer. But there was also bread, the holy body of Christ. Some people used to eat only bread all 40 days. Lent was a time of praying and remembering the last days of Jesus. But it was also a time when nearly everything was eaten, and people had to be very thrifty. That's the reason why the time of Lent is between the end of winter and the start of spring.
Do you have any questions? No?
No.
And
Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Vašek and this is Honza. We will talk about Holy Wednesday. Holy Wednesday, also known as Spy Wednesday or Holy and Great Wednesday, and in Czech Republic known as Ugly Wednesday, is one day of the Holy Week. This day reminds us of the betrayal of Judas Apostle, as is stated in the Bible.
In past, Wednesday used to be the day when people cleaned their houses. In past, Wednesday used to be the day when people... tak fajn. Yo. Do you hear me?
We hear you fine.
Okay. In past, Wednesday used to be the day when people cleaned their houses after the long winter to welcome the coming spring. When the ugly Wednesday is called ugly, the food also has to be ugly. On ugly Wednesday, people used to cook ugly but tasty food Practically, it meant they cooked something similar to pancakes and griddle cakes, but ripped them off on the pan on purpose. They simply wanted to make it ugly. And this is the way how another dish called trhanec originated.
So next.
Hello, my name is Jane. I'm looking forward to tell you something about Maundy Thursday. Maundy, Maundy Thursday is following Ugly Wednesday. Maundy Thursday is, according to Christian tradition, the 5th day of the Holy Week. People used to get up early this day, then they used to say a prayer, and all of them used to wash off in dew. These people used to eat healthy green dishes. For example, sauerkraut, it is there, spinach, and peas, etc. They believed they would be healthy all the year round, and according to tradition, the people were expected not to quarrel with anyone, as well as not to lend anything to anyone. And
Please wait, we have a stupid ring here.
You guys have to have the best bells in the world, though. You gotta hear our bells; they do not sound like that.
But when you hear that every day, that's not that great.
So hi, I'm Kaya and I will tell you something about Good Friday, which is after the Thursday. And I will tell you something about history and about food. So, Good Friday reminds us of the crucifixion of Jesus Christ every year. And bells don't ring on this day, and believers express their sadness about Jesus Christ's death. Formerly, people used to go with riddles. They were supposed to replace bells. And some people used to go to fields and forests to find a treasure because people used to believe that Good Friday is a magical day. But now it's different. Bells still don't ring on this day, but we don't go out with riddles and we don't look for a treasure in fields. And in terms of food, Good Friday is formally the day when people used to eat everything they wanted, but this fact was changed and Good Friday became the day of strict Lent. Believers didn't eat any meat and even their favorite food, and some people didn't cook at all this day, and the only food they ate was coffee and bread. Some people, especially women, used to cook at least a soup from vegetable. You can see it on the picture. And from peas. And specialty was a sweet mash. You can see it in the picture too. So this is the sweet mash made from cinnamon, sugar, eggs, and flavor, looking like a flour, looking like a couscous in terms of its structure. Couscous. So, and some of these customs, for example, not eating meat, has been continuing to this day. So, do you have some questions?
Any questions? Okay, do you have one more?
We have a few another presentation.
Okay.
Mine is about dyeing eggs. This is one of the most typical tradition in Czech Republic. And dyeing eggs is a long tradition. Eggs are a symbol of newly born life. And this tradition reminds Christians of Jesus' rebirth. Unfortunately, nowadays dyed Easter eggs are just a part of home decoration. There are a lot of differences between dyeing Easter eggs then and now. People used to dye only the eggs which were laid in the time of Lent. These eggs were carefully collected and dyed. They used to use natural dyes such as onion skin for yellow and brown eggs, nettles for green, and beetroot for the red shade. Today, chemical dyes are more popular, or people simply buy some chocolate or plastic eggs for treat. As you said, girls dye eggs as a treat for boys who came to whip them. That is a very nice tradition, but today's kids rather sit in front of the TV or computer all the time, and they do not go treating anymore. But we still dye Easter eggs, and then we have brought some to show you, as my colleague showed you already.
Hello, our names aren't important, so let's go on. The next day of Easter week is Holy Saturday. On Holy Saturday, the Easter week is slowly reaching its peak. And on this day, people used to keep many Easter customs.
Hi. I'll tell you about some of our customs. For instance, in the morning before the sunrise, people used to sweep all the sweepings away from their houses. And that was supposed to keep insects outside the house. Or another old tradition was shaking with fruit trees to wake them up from their winter slumber. So they would give much fruit the following year. Do you have similar customs in your countries? I mean, Easter customs.
Yeah, Ukraine is going to talk about their Easter customs, and Russia is going to talk about their Easter customs. I don't think, Mary, do you have Easter customs there in Taiwan? I don't think Taiwan does, so they'll share the Easter customs when they do their presentation.
And what about the Moscow? Do you have some similar customs to ours?
Yes.
They're going to tell you about them when they do their presentation.
Okay, thanks for answers. And now the next presentation.
Hi. Jo to musím držet. Hello, my name is Veronica and this is Kate. We will speak about Easter Monday. It's the last day of our Easter. Definitely the most typical dishes on Easter Monday is from eggs, because when you go treating, you bring plenty of eggs home. And what do you can do with the eggs?
Czech women are very creative and so make up different recipes for egg spreads, egg salads, or they simply put slices of boiled eggs on piece of bread and butter. It tastes good and it looks like, how can you see?
No tak to ukaž, ne? We have cooked our another typical sweet cake. It's made from dough with eggs and flour. You can add chocolate or some fruit, and it's very tasty. Look at its design, shape. Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see that fine. We have a cake very similar to that called bundt cakes here in the United States. Would it be like that?
Jak ktoś to? Tak mówcie. Ja nie wiem. Jo. A na co se ptal? Já nevím. Do you have any questions?
Any questions? Taiwan, you have any questions?
Yes, go ahead.
And what kind of fruit do you put in mostly?
Fried, dried, dried fruits. Dried fruits.
I mean, like apple or kiwi. What the green thing?
We're doing that one over there, and we're doing this one over here.
Cheese of orange.
We got
Orange skin. Dried lemon skin. And cherries. Dried cherry.
You have one more question? Go ahead.
I wanted to know that is that colorful egg yolk color is yellow?
Nechci tomu nikdo nic, no? Only the shell.
Okay. Czech Republic, thank you so much. We'll need to go to Moscow and Ukraine now, if we could. Moscow, could you do your presentation? We'll go to Ukraine, please. Thank you very much, Czech Republic.
We thank.
Hello, my name is Sofia. My friends and I are glad to greet you from Moscow, Russia, where the students of the secondary school, of the secondary school number 3057, which is situated in southeast of Moscow. Our school isn't very large. We have over 500 students. We have over 500 students and about 40 teachers in our. Я говорю в микрофон. Teachers in our school. Our school specializing in English, so we study English from the first grade. Our school comprises primary, secondary, and high schools in one building, so we have students from 7 to 17 years old. Except English, we also have classes in Russian, history, maths, physics, chemistry, biology, PE. Our lessons start at 8:30 and are over by 3 o'clock. We usually have 6 or 7 lessons every day. Today we are going to tell you about Russian traditions and spring food. Russian people keep up a lot of folk traditions. Many of them are religious origin and were actually banned after the Russian Revolution of 1970, but survived and are now restored. These are all kinds of traditions based on Christianity and Russian Orthodox Church, like those of Christmas, Easter, and Lent.
2 weeks ago, we celebrated Maslenitsa in Moscow. Maslenitsa, or Pancake Week, is an ancient Russian festival which dates back to the 9th century. It's a combination of Christian and pagan traditions. It is the last week before the 40-day fasting period of the Great Lent. There are several reasons why so many Russian people like Maslenitsa so much. Firstly, according to the old folk traditions, Maslenitsa is the most cheerful of Russian holidays, full of traditional festival activities such as masquerades, snowball fights, sledding and sleigh rides. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough snow in Moscow this winter, so we couldn't enjoy all of these activities. Secondly, Maslenitsa is a chance to taste traditional Russian food, which we don't cook very often nowadays, as we got used to buy ready-made food in supermarkets. The essential element of Maslenitsa celebration is Russian pancakes, made of rich products like butter, eggs, milk, and flour. They are usually eaten with sour cream, jam, or caviar. For many Christians, Maslenitsa is the last chance to meet with the worldly delights before the fasting of the Great Lent.
Maslenitsa is followed by the Great Lent. Lent is a 14-day period of fasting and prayer before Easter. The 13 days represent the time Jesus spent in the desert overcoming temptation by Satan. The period of Lent is preparation for the annual commemoration of the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ, celebrated during Holy Week. During the Great Lent, Russian believers obtain from meat, fish, eggs, dairy products, and alcohol. While Great Lent is firmly rooted in the Christian tradition, the fast seems also to be in harmony with the more ancient rhythm of the Northern European agrarian calendar. Fasting in the late winter was a fact of life from Russians until comparatively recently. Winter stores of meat and fish dwindled away, and dairy products usually appeared only after spring calving and lambing. This left rural Russians with a staple diet of fruit, vegetables such as carrot, potatoes, beets, and turnips and grains. Great Lent turns along these lines.
During Lent, Orthodox believers effectively become vegans. They must exclude all meat and dairy products from their diet as well as wine and olive oil. They must subsist on such food, vegetables and fruit, which can only be prepared with vegetable oil. At the end of the third and sixth weeks of the fast, fish is allowed, and one Saturdays and Sundays a little red wine is permitted. During Holy Week, however, the fast becomes even stricter. From Monday until Wednesday, only raw food is permitted. Believers can eat boiled food with a little oil on Monday and Tuesday. Good Friday is a total fast, during which no food can be consumed. On Holy Saturday, food boiled without oil is permitted. And then, finally, after the Easter Vigil, once again all products are allowed. The purpose of fasting is not to practice deprivation, but rather to free the mind from focusing on earthly things, such as food, in order to spend more time on prayer.
I'm going to tell you about some recipes. Lenten mushroom soup. This soup doesn't include any meat. It is based on mushrooms and have vegetables, carrot, parsley, and celery roots, potato, as well as pearl barley. Such kind of mushroom soup is very popular in Russia. Various kinds of mushrooms can be used in this recipe. I think buckwheat grain is one of the most natural and healthy food one can ever eat. It is very rich on iron, zinc, other minerals and vitamins, which make it perfect food for everybody. Boiled buckwheat straight or with a bit of milk is perfect food, which makes you feel full longer without eating too much. In the last decades, Russians have embraced Great Lent wholeheartedly, many recognizing both the spiritual and the physical benefits of the 40-day ritual. Some people fast for purely religious reasons. Others in an attempt to improve their health or lose weight, and others simply because everyone else they know is doing it. Restaurants make it easier by providing special Lenten menu. Vinaigrette salad. To cook this dish, we need some potatoes, beetroot, onion, carrots, and salted cucumbers. At first, we boil potatoes, beetroots, and carrots. Then we chop all the ingredients and add some vegetable oil to the bowl. Then we stir it, and the salad is done. That's all. Thank you for your attention. Hey.
I'm sorry, we had technical trouble. We're trying to do two conferences at once, so we had a little technical trouble.
Can we ask a question from Taiwan?
Go ahead.
What's the
Beetroot.
beetroot?
I don't think we have those in Taiwan. The vegetable, the red.
This is a vegetable. This is a red vegetable which we can boil and eat it. It's very tasty.
Yeah, and you use a lot for
It is sweet.
decorations too, don't you? Because it turns a really, really dark red.
Yes.
And some people eat the tops of it. So when she says the beetroot, she's talking about the like the green part of the carrot. There's green part to the beet too, and some people eat the tops of the beets as well.
We cook borscht, this soup with it.
Yeah.
Another question coming from us.
What time do you eat the soup?
What time of day do you usually eat the soup?
For dinner or lunch.
Well, actually, I want to know that do you add some sauce when you eat a salad, or you just eat them with the vegetables?
Do you add other types of sauce to your salad?
No, only vegetables. Vegetable oil.
There's no further questions. We're going to go to the Ukraine, and then after Ukraine, we'll go to Croatia. So let's go to the, I guess Croatia's on there. I see him. But let's go to the Ukraine. If you could unmute Ukraine and then go ahead and you give your presentation on Easter eggs.
So hello, I'm from Ukraine. I'm Bogdana, and I'm from Ukrainian Humanities Lyceum. And now, today I will tell you about Easter eggs. In Ukraine, they are called pisanka. So pisanka, it's a simple either hen's or dog's egg, which is painted with different folk ornaments. Eventually, an egg meets the world life at the beginning of it.
We worked all.
Adding other meaningful elements, we reinforce its magical willingness to hide us from evil. Firstly, an egg has to be painted in one background color, but it's not so easy to choose it as it seems at first. So it depends on to whom this egg will be presented and what you wish this person. Black color should be used for people who work with soil. Eventually, soil is the main point in life of Ukrainian man. So if I work, I live. Also, soil or ground symbolize the birth of new life, which allows you to live in this world. Red color symbolizes blood as well as life, love, and richness. Yellow one is a harvest. Blue represents wind, light, as the sky, and peace. Green is spring, birth, resurrection, and nature at all. So now we are having an egg painted from one side, and we will you see some ornaments, and now we will paint the other side with black color, and then we will add ornaments and so on. And while I'm painting it, I'll tell you something. As a rule, every region of Ukraine has got his own selection of ornaments and colors. And they highlight their specific special traditions and so we will paint it. And now I will tell you about some symbols. This endless line, this red one, symbolizes an endless life and prolonged history. And this geometrical figure symbolizes the woman's beginning of life. Also in Christianity, it means the unity of three gods: God Father, God Son, and God Spirit. And these symbols, here they are, they means holy and the greatness of nature force. Also the movement of the sun, which means endless and continuous existence, but not as a symbol as we accustomed to know it. This grill, you see it at the bottom of this painted egg, this grill means the protection from evil spirits. And now this symbol sigma, you see it, visually it reminds us the snake, which is well known as a wise animal. It's also the talisman of house herds, the lord of underground treasures. Life tree, which we will draw on our egg, which is painted here. It's a symbol of everything valuable. In Christianity, it's God's will. And this round figure and this one, they are equal because they means the sun, which takes lead position in most philosophies in the world. It means closeness, warmth, safety, and life-giving fire. And now it's time to decorate our egg. First, we will draw a live tree. So let's. Да, у нас не подстелил да. So there is an example of what I'm going to draw, and because of our red color there. And now we're using red color. You know what does it mean? And now we will use another color, violet. It's just a simple example, I'm showing you what this egg looks like. But in this, it looks like this. There is an original egg. You see different colors. I will show you right now. There is green one, red one, blue, and black. So we will continue to draw our egg using different colors. And the main symbol of the sun at the top of our egg. Mhm. And now we will add a green one to paint the leaves. So you see, just do you see something? It's just an esquisse, but I've showed you how it looks indeed. I want to tell you that the drawing and drawing eggs takes a lot of time and a lot of efforts, and it takes a lot of time. One woman can draw the egg during 2 evenings, and it's very hard, and you need to use special instruments and special colors. So I can show you once again them. Here you see them. These eggs are made from wood. So here they are. And I hope that you received good information how to paint the eggs and what it looks like. So I hope that you will try to do this because it's really interesting and it's developed your movement coordination of your hands. So thanks for attention. Do you have any questions?
Anyone have any questions for the Ukraine?
Well, we got a question from Taiwan.
Go ahead.
Is everyone in your country able to draw the eggs?
Sorry, everyone in Ukraine is able to draw an egg? Yes?
Yes.
I think yes. Also, men can draw the egg. Also, a woman can do that, and even child can paint the egg. But it depends on how difficult the ornament can be, and what do you want to highlight on your egg. So you can, if you are not Ukrainian, even if you are from Taiwan, you also can draw this egg, and it will be fine, I hope.
Any other questions, please?
Well, we got another question from Taiwan.
Go ahead.
The egg real, the one you just paint.
Yeah, cause we heard some news or information says that some of them were wooden. So the one that you just drew, was that the real eggs, or that was the wooden one?
It's just a model made from the pinoplast, and this is a model made from wood. Because, you know, to paint indeed egg, you have to be especially careful with your moves, and so that's why we tend to use models of them, because you know how difficult it is to paint them. But on Easter, of course, you should paint real egg, not made from wood or pinoplast.
Any other questions? Moscow, do you have a question?
Do you have muslins in Ukraine?
Yeah, of course, we have it, as you have. And also, I can ask you, do you draw the eggs in Russia? And in what
Yes.
regions you? Once again, do you paint eggs in Russia, and in what regions you paint them?
In all regions of Russia, we paint eggs, except Tatarstan, Kafka, and Muslim Republic.
So, thanks.
And one question with the Czech Republic. A second, you color eggs. Do you color eggs with as intricately as the Czechs and the Russians do?
We paint them with ink, and also we can paint them using different other paints. It depends on what material you write. Is it model of this egg, or is it is indeed egg? So of course, if you are, we will take usual such as this paint. It won't be look really nice on indeed egg or made from wood. So that's why at Pinot Fest I choose just this. So I've chosen them.
Okay. We sure do appreciate today. Czech Republic, were you going to say something about your eggs?
No, I wanted to just ask how many eggs do you paint in Ukraine? In Ukraine? In the family? Regularly?
If you want to paint 20, you paint 20. If you want to paint just only one, you paint only one. It depends on your wish, and there is no difference between how many eggs you paint, because if you're able to paint more than 10, you paint.
All right, and what about in yours family?
To say the truth, in my family we don't paint eggs because we think that if you're going to paint an egg, you should to know how to do it perfectly. Because if you really don't know how to do that perfectly, so why you have to do it? Because it will look not so precious as it looks in original size. We just paint them in color without not adding any elements and decoration stuff. So.
Okay, thanks.
We really appreciate everyone today because I know Taiwan is going to have to go here directly. We also appreciate I didn't want this to end today without realizing that we do have a lot of groups of people talking to each other, and this is really easy to note because it's not always the case with our governments talking, so it's important that we continue dialogue, and I think food was something we all can easily digest, I guess, and it was really kind of special to think about all the spring food. Next month, it appears that
I think Czech community is getting
Is it
some
Michael on your
feedback.
side? We are getting sound bite.
Yeah, we're getting feedback. Let me do something.
Potřebuješ to dej takže a já budu mít důležité poznámky, jak se optej, co jsem viděla. Ne, prostě normálně. Ne. Josefino, tak si vezmi jako první kus bábovky do ruky. Co se stalo? Seklo se to. Tak, já začnu hovořit, až on teda začne povídat. Není to tam snad slyšet. Tak, co tomu říkáte?
I can't. Okay, now I think I got it right. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. I do appreciate that. Sorry about some of the technical problems. I guess still work out some of the glitches. And I heard from Bosnia and Croatia, and they weren't able to technically get on today, but we'll try to do that next month. And next month, we're going to try to talk about some summer foods and some foods like that. In the meantime, I would like to wish everyone happy holidays that are coming up next month, and have a very good spring. So from Austin, Texas, or Del Valle, Texas, we're saying goodbye until next time. Don't forget that we have our global debate, alternative energy debates coming up. I emailed you out some information. Hopefully you guys can participate in that. Please sign up on the link from that WAFU, and we'll send you back some more information. Everyone, I guess we'll say goodbye, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.